So this is a figure review. So finally something came back from Ami Ami. I have a lot of issue with Ami Ami recently. So I got a Imbibitor Lunae figure, special edition, I guess. So they include the acrylic stand and the Shinkishi board. So the acrylic stand, I think is alright. It's nothing special, especially from Tears of Theme compared to Tears of Themis and the others. This one is really shiny. It's not my favorite art of him, to be honest, but I take it. So I supposed to have a lot of small figures coming home, but apparently I have issue with Ami Ami right now, and they got returned back. It's mostly the shipment issue where they take a long time from processing shipping, and when they do, they kind of caught me off guard, so I didn't know it was shipped out. And I think one of my order doesn't have an email of the shipping tracking, I believe, unless it got drowned by the emails, you know. So lots of issues then and there with Ami Ami. And I had to pay for them to ship my stuff back. So I kind of get a little annoyed but with Ami Ami. And DHL is just which I use on this one. It's so expensive. It's a very nice box too, though. It is pretty big too. So DHL kind of charge you extra a little bit, and I'm having very bad issue with the shipping right now. They're just too pricey, and at this time, I wonder if I should go to Ami Ami anymore. But yeah, I mean, I've been more picky with my figures. I only choose buy large figures that I characters I like. Small figures are more characters that I also like. I buy more figures than large figures, to be honest, because usually large figure has more female characters than male. But yeah, the box is very gorgeous, very pretty. I love how it's designed. So not surprising how I love the designing of Hoyoverse packaging. The packaging is always top notch. I still buy Genshin Impact products because their designs are really nice. I don't play Genshin anymore, but I still love the characters in Genshin. Zhongli is always my favorite in Genshin. Surprisingly, in Honkai Star Rail, Jin Yuan is my favorite character. I just have a lot of Don Hong merch because Don Hong merch has is more often. He is my second favorite though. But yeah, apparently there's supposed to be a Jin Yuan, I guess his child version figure that I supposed to get earlier than this one, but he didn't come home. I'm still waiting for Jin Yuan figure. I had to wait a return notice for me to pay the shipment again for both of my pre-orders, which is kind of annoys me. Like I said, I have an issue with Ami Ami a lot. I just hope they don't use UPS again, or at least email me or something. I don't know. But yeah, but the figure is really large. I think he is gonna be he is one of my largest figure. I think I have three large figures so far. I pre-ordered a Venturine figure, which I'm pretty excited for. Uh, I'm glad they're making more male figures for Honkai Star Rail. But yeah, I just hope they make a large Jin Yuan figure. He's my favorite and Finon. So here is his figurine. Like I say, he is huge. So we're gonna speed this up because it's gonna take forever to unbox it. It is very careful to make sure none of the items get damaged, which is all figurine are. These figurine are expensive. So for me, Ami Ami. I pay around like, so I think the figure itself is around $250 USD, and then the cost for shipping is another. I remember it's another 100. So I pay like around 300 for the shipping. I think the shipping is like $80 or something, $90 for DHL. But then they charge you again for duty fees, or else they ship it back, which is another $70. So I pay almost 400 something for this figure. But yeah, but I mean, this figure is really nice. I think the only issue I have for this figure is the face. So the face is a little off, but I think because you have to look at him in a certain angle. So that's why figures pose in a certain angle, similar to the splash art. Their face is a bit off, which is okay. Overall, he looks really gorgeous. His details and everything is very nice. This figure is like a embodiment of what I really like about, like, Chinese art, I guess. The lotus, the Chinese dragon, and everything. I really like the aesthetic. It's hard to find a figure. I was about to buy a Miku figure that is similar to, where it has the waterfall and everything, but I had to let her go because she's a little expensive at that time. And like I said, I'm more into male figures than female figures now. In the past, I would buy more female figures because at that time there's only like female figures. It's rarely male figures, to be honest. But now male figures are more and more. I think because there's more now. There's like more in demand now, so which is cool. But it's not good for my wallet. So I'm more picky with figures now. I just really I want to pick figures that has right now I really want a figure that has a nice base and everything, and I choose a figure with my favorite characters. Right now, I'm choosing buying more smaller figures. Uh, then maybe Nedroids. Usually the Nedroids I usually collect Otome game characters now. Like I say, it's just too much, and my room is too packed. I like to display my figures. Recently I had to move my figures around too, but yeah. So here's Dong Hung. I have a little issue with assembling him, but I got it. It's not that bad, to be honest. The only issue I have with this figure is one is the face, and one that one single maple leaf in the dragon. I feel like it's kind of out of place because it's just a one single maple leaf. I mean, the dragon red mark kind of goes with it, I guess, but I find it funny a little bit, you know. So here's a more brighter and nicer lighting because last night was kind of iffy. So he is so large he won't fit into my Don Hong's shrine. Sadly, but yeah, here he is, and like I say, he looks great. He look a little too pale in the sun, but Asian love our white skin. Just kidding. But yeah, he looks really nice. Like I say, I only have issue with his face. It's a little wonky, but like I said, it's probably just the angle that we need to see him in. He is so big, but it's worth the price, I guess, because it costs around like almost $400 to $500. But yeah, the texture is really nice. I love the water texture for the dragon. That single leaf is just out of place because it's just one leaf there. But yeah, the cool thing is they do when you post a figure, this metal pool. The figure does hide that metal pool, which is cool, good design placement. The lotus is really nice. He's stepping on the lotus. Looks really pretty. So here's him. Gonna be compared to one of my largest figure, which is the Tengu, from Omoyoji. Omoyoji. His I say Don Hong is much taller because of the dragon makes him taller, but I guess Otengu his wings makes him a little bit wider, but then again Don Hong is pretty wide because his figure is pretty wide because of the dragon curves. But there's more going on with Don Hong, which is the lotus and the flower. So yeah, I just want to show a size comparison because Otengu is one of my largest figure. So yeah, so Don Hong is pretty big. So I will plan to rearrange my figurines so I can put Don Hong in one of my on the glass case because he is new and I don't want him to get dirty. But unfortunately, he is too big. He takes too much space, so I had to put him outside here. I mean, he looks really nice though. I really like it. The water and everything. A very nice figure. The lotus, everything looks so naturey, so I guess it's suited with him with surrounded by plant. Plus, outside I can at least dust him with my brush too. But overall, he looks really great. See, so I noticed that the more this angle makes him look really nice. So it is depending on the angle. All these two minor criticism, I think this is a very great figure. Like I said, I spent like around 400 to $500 estimated. So it is pretty pricey if you buy it overseas. So I'm gonna give a little bonus, which is gonna be a book, art book for Tears of Themis. So Tears of Themis is a long time Otome game I'm still playing. Love the art. I got the first art book, and I currently got the second one. I saw it in store before, and I regret not getting it because now it's a little bit more pricier when I bought it in Etsy. But I think it's not bad. It's like maybe $20-$30 pricier. That is pretty a lot. But yeah, this is their art book. Really nice. I love the design. Like I say, Hoyoverse have great graphic designer. I just love how they design their art book. I remember when I opened Of All Time art book, I kind of got disappointed how they arranged stuff, but this one is just great. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. And thank you for watching.